Hey reseller party people, it's Billy with Rock Candy Reseller, and it's Monday, so you know what that means. Time to run through some sales from over the weekend and recap our numbers from last week, so let's get to it.
1, 2.
Alright, so welcome back. Thanks for watching. This is Billy, and if you're new to my channel, I'll just kind of recap who I am. My name is Billy, and I'm a reseller on eBay. I don't sell in any other platforms other than eBay. No Amazon, no Poshmark, no, not even Discogs or anything. Everything I list and sell is done on the eBay platform. I sell mainly records. Probably 95% of what I sell and what I show on this channel is going to be vinyl records, both new and used. But if you're just here for records, don't get pissed off, because I also will be showing everything else I sell. Basically, I wanted to set this channel up as a vlog, just showing my day-to-day routines as a reseller to maybe inspire some people, maybe teach some people, maybe throw a little bit of education your way, show you some do's, a lot of don'ts, and the overall reason why I created this channel is to document my attempt and hopefully success at going from part-time seller on eBay to a full-time income. And I've been selling on eBay for 6-7 years, something like that. Always part-time. I do work from home. That's why I've been able to put a lot of time into this. But I'm hoping to turn this into more full-time income that can replace my other incomes. And you know, as I get older, I'm looking towards semi-retirement and hoping to generate an income that can sustain me into my elder years. And so really that's the basis for what I'm doing, is to kind of show, started this about a month ago, kind of show my starting numbers, where I was at the start of January of 2020, and kind of how, what I need to do to get those numbers to a life-sustaining level. So, or if it's even possible to do that with my main resource, reselling vinyl records. So, anyway, so that's kind of the recap of who I am and what I do. So let's get to some sales that I made over this weekend. All right, so first thing I sold over the weekend is I've already bagged it up, but so I don't want to take it back out of the bag. But it's a youth size Yu-Gi-Oh t-shirt that I got either Salvation Army or Goodwill for, I think it was $1.99, 50% off, so it was about $1. And this is going out the door for $10, including shipping. Next thing going out the door today is a Friday the 13th Part 3 DVD. I just listed this a couple days ago. I have hundreds of DVDs. I just don't spend very much time working on them because they're kind of boxed up and hidden in my garage, so I don't see them. But occasionally I'll stumble on a group of them and I'll grab a handful and throw them up on my store. And that's what I did with this one. Threw this one up like Saturday and sold on Sunday for $5. Next thing I sold is another baseball card. This is a 1998 Fleer Tradition Deion Sanders card, and that is going out the door for $1.25. First record going out the door today is a copy of Steely Dan's Asia. And this thing played great, borderline VG plus, a little bit of surface noise, so I graded it VG to VG plus. Nothing worse than that, just some light surface noise here and there. Cover is in great shape. I think there's a price sticker on the back that I didn't want to peel off because I didn't want to tear the cover, so I left that for the new owner to take care of. And this album was placed by the previous owner in a polylined audiophile sleeve, so the original sleeve is missing, the original inner sleeve, but it's a nice replacement sleeve for you. This is the gatefold cover, and this is going out the door for $13.50. The next couple records that sold are part of the new vinyl restocks that I just uploaded on my eBay store the end of last week. So the first one of those things to sell is this clear shaped 7-inch 45 RPM single, Kickstart My Heart and Home Sweet Home from Motley Crue. And this is going out the door for $17.25. Next new piece of vinyl that sold is a reissue from Temple of the Dog. Like I said, I just listed this stuff the end of last week. And this is going out the door, I think, for a little bit more than 21 bucks, like $21.50, something like that, including shipping. So all this stuff will be getting out of here. All right, and one thing I sell a lot of is just historically, I ran out of stock of these about 6 months ago, so I just got a new shipment in a couple weeks ago, so I just threw these up online. These are the clear poly sleeves that I show you, that I put every record in. They're the pretty standard one. They're 2 mil thickness. You can get them, I don't currently have them in stock, but you can get them thicker. You can get them with a resealable flap, all that kind of thing. Great, kind of, if you're a record collector, kind of a necessity. I mean, you need to have these clear sleeves to put your records in. This is a retail 100 pack that I sell for $17.95, including shipping, and I send these out priority mail, so you have them within, depending on where you live, but 1 to 3 days you'll have these. So $17.95 for 100 clear sleeves, and these are what to hold your record with the sleeve in it. And it'll hold basically any single record, and it'll hold most double LPs. There's maybe been a few where it wouldn't hold, like the gatefold was real thick or something. But I even was able to put, if you saw in a previous video, I had those Metallica triple LPs. Those fit in these sleeves also, and that was a triple LP. So it's the pretty rare album that won't fit these sleeves. So anyway, like I said, I sell these also. They're on my store. So if you need some clear poly sleeves to throw your records in, keep your collection clean and safe, go to my store and pick some up. Okay, it's Saturday, and let me run you through some of the stuff I sold today. First thing I sold is a ladies Rolling Stone kind of muscle tee for working out. Pretty cool, great condition. Found this used, I forget where, but probably, you know, $1, $2, something like that. And this sold for 12 bucks. Pretty cool. Sold another single pack of acoustic guitar strings that I have tons of. So slowly, one at a time, I guess, I'm going to be selling through these. So this is going out the door for, I believe, $5.29. And if you remember, this is part of a huge purchase I made. So I'm into each one of these packs like pennies, something like 10 cents or 15 cents is what they cost me. So like I said, this is going out the door for $5.29. Then I sold another 25 pack of these trading card top loaders. So that's going out the door for $5.79. I also sold another CD. This is the, I believe they're a British band, the band Sloan. The band Sloan. One Chord to Another is the name of the CD. And this is going out the door for $5.50. Then I sold a handful of really cool LPs. So first one I sold, I actually just listed this, I think, yesterday. This is the 180 gram repress of Joy Division's Unknown Pleasures, and that just sold, I think, late last night for $22.50. Then another record that I just showed on, I think, a video in this past week is the 180 gram repress of Faith No More's The Real Thing. And if you remember this, it's a double album, and the B-side label from the first album, the first disc, is missing. But I guess it didn't matter much, and it really shouldn't. I mean, this thing was basically brand new and was returned to me just because it was missing the label. And I tested the album, and it plays just about as near mint as you can get. So this is going out the door for $23.50. And every now and then I will find something in my bunch of boxes that is super rare. And about a year ago I found a handful of this Poison album that I had purchased in a large collection back when we had the store, and I thought I had sold through them all. And then a couple weeks ago, a month ago, I found another one, just a stray copy of this album. It looks completely unplayed, and it's super rare. It's an Australian tour pack edition, and it's on green vinyl. I don't know if you can tell the color. It's on green vinyl, and it comes with these cool, like a pack of trading cards that feature all the sexy band members of Poison. And anyway, super hard to find. As far as I know, it was only available in Australia, so I don't even know how the guy got these that I bought these from at the store. He might have been a radio guy, if I remember right. I can't remember which person I bought these from, but anyway, super rare. An international buyer just bought this, and so this is going out the door. I think total, including international shipping, was like $65. So this is on its way out of here. Okay, and next album that sold is another album that is sealed old stock that I've had up on my site for a while. Steel sealed, just a little baby tiny saw cut right there. But this is original pressing, steel sealed. I know I've had it up on my eBay store for probably like a year, but I mean, it's original pressing, and so I maybe started it off at like $18, and maybe over the course of time dropped it to 15, but I wasn't going to go any lower than that. I mean, it's worth more than that to me. So it did finally sell for $15 plus shipping, so $19 total, and that is going out the door. How cool is Billy Idol, by the way? I mean, he's still, I think he's kind of making a comeback now. I started hearing him all over Sirius XM. I think he's got his own show on the kind of the old school new wave channel. I forget what it's called. But I think he has his own show on there. And this is going way back, probably maybe 10 years ago. My wife and I saw him at some 80s festival kind of show, and weren't expecting much at all, and he was totally awesome. He was great. Steve Stevens was great. They sounded great, looked great, tons of energy. And so then we went and saw him whatever year that was. Then he played, I think, 2 or 3 shows at the Roxy in Hollywood, and so my wife and I went and saw him there, which is, if you've ever been to the Roxy, super small, I think 300 to 400 capacity, something like that. So basically standing about where I am to where you are watching Billy Idol just kick ass. And he was even better that show. And then I think we saw him again at some other festival like the next year, the next summer or something like that, and he was great then too. And I mean, Billy Idol's Billy Idol, and I've always enjoyed his music, but I would never say like, oh my God, Billy Idol's the best. But no, I haven't seen him in probably 8 or 10 years. But if you get a chance to see him, I think he's like out playing again. So if you get a chance to see him, I know when I saw him, he was great. So if you like his music at all, you would not be disappointed in a Billy Idol show. So that's my recommendation to you. Billy Idol. Go see him live. All right, and then like I said, every Monday I just want to take a quick pass through my numbers and what I did the previous week, just to kind of keep you guys updated on my progress or lack thereof. Thankfully, this week we had a little bit of progress and my sales improved a little bit. Not great. Obviously, I still have a long way to go. Big change isn't going to happen overnight, and that's another reason for these videos is to kind of show what it's going to take. I mean, when you're selling, I have a lot of low dollar items. So that's kind of the test of my whole idea is, can you make a decent income from, basically I'm going to have to make up for per item dollar amount in quantity. I'm going to have to list and sell more than probably the average eBay reseller out there, because my items that I have, I mean, what am I going to do? Throw them in the trash? And they're worth enough to me individually than just lumping them all together and kind of, clearance auctioning them off, and I've done that a few times and it's always disappointing. Like if I bundle together like 100 CDs, throw them up on auction and they sell for like $7, I'd rather just piece them out and sell them one at a time and make $1 or $2 a piece. It'll take longer to do, but I have them. 99% of what I have is old stock, so it's at this point, I mean, they were purchased 9-10 years ago, so at this point, I mean, they're free to me basically. So I'd rather just kind of grind through them while adding higher dollar amount inventory to kind of bolster my sales. So that's what I'm trying to do. So that's the reason behind this whole channel in the first place, is to kind of show people out there and myself what's possible and what's not. And if at the end of this series, at the end of the rainbow, I'm not able to make it happen, then you'll see for yourself, hey, no, you can't make it work on selling $10 items. It's impossible. But maybe it's possible. Like I said, I don't want to dive super deep into this, just kind of show where I'm at. If you remember, I think the last couple times I've shown my numbers, this number right here has always been red. So this is, I think, the first week or day where that number has flipped. I had, you can see I've still got huge peaks and valleys here, and this is what I'm trying to get rid of, are these huge valleys. But had a couple of good days, I think right there, what is that, over a $200 day, 100 and something dollar day, $100 day there. So I've put together a few good days. If I can just get rid of these, $16 days, things will be moving in the right direction. My goal, like kind of my first formation type goal, is to average sales of about $100 a day. That would be gross revenue of $3,000 a month approximately. So you can see I've come pretty close to that for the past 7 days, just a little bit under $100 a day average. So I'm pretty happy with that. You can see my sales so far today. I sold the one baseball card I showed you, sold this morning, and so that's my sale for today so far. I mean, it's still early. So and there you can see my gross sales over the past 31 days, 1,700. So you can see I still have a long way to go to hit my kind of my first level goal of gross sales of 3,000 average, and then obviously I want to go up from there. But that's kind of the first progress goal that I want to hit is $100 a day average, $3,000 a month, you know, approximately, and getting to $30,000 to $40,000 a year in gross sales. Because last year I think my gross sales were about 18,000 or something like that. So I was basically I'm looking to double what I did last year, because last year was so bad. So anyway, like I said, I just wanted to go through it real quick. And we'll do a much deeper review probably at the end of the quarter. So probably the first week in April, we'll go through like a big profit and loss for the first 3 months of the year. All right, so that's about it for this video. Thanks a lot for watching. I really appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. It lets me know you're out there. And tomorrow is National Pancake Day, Tuesday the 25th. Go out and get yourself some free pancakes if you can find them. And we will catch you on the flip side.